Welcome, everyone, to the Commentary Podcast. I am your host, Pat Brennan.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another weekly film news episode. I am here with my co-host Tony. And Tony, how's your week been?
Yo, 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 what's up? What's up? It's time to get busy. What's up, Pat? How's it going, man? You asked me how
We're
my
gonna
week
kick
is
this
going?
shit. We're gonna kick this shit.
Knock the CK off your pants. Yeah. It's been good, man. It's been really good. Really feeling the vibe of what we're doing in life right now. Would you say? No?
Yeah.
Yeah?
We're doing
Been
it. I'd
It's
say
been
we're
a
doing it.
great, beautiful week. I'm super excited to check in and with you and our listeners and give them all the film news. We're on what, 15? Happy
Mm-hmm.
15.
Be 15. We're on a 15 now, yeah.
Happy quinceañera. What about you? How have you been?
I've been good, It's been a busy week, I guess, but
Yeah.
it's Saturday now, so we made
Yeah,
it to the weekend. We made it to the
man,
weekend.
I look forward to these recordings, and I know a lot of people out there do as well. It's just been an exciting time, but welcome if you are new, and if you are returning, thank you. That means you enjoy hanging out with us.
hmm
I came to the recording a little anxious, but that all kind of faded away once I realized like this is what we do. This is film news, and we're gonna cover everything no matter what.
I think with that, we can just get right into it, right?
Yeah,
Get
let's
right
rip
into
into
it.
this shit.
So, starting with the new releases this weekend. First up is Scream 7 coming from Paramount Pictures. It is directed by Kevin Williamson. It has a very large cast, so bear with me here. It stars Nev Campbell, Isabella May, Courtney Cox, David Arquette, Matthew Lillard, Anna Camp, Mason Gooding, Jasmine Savoy Brown, Scott Foley, Mark Consuelos, Joel McHale, Celeste O'Connor, Sam Reichner, Asa German, and McKenna Grace. Very large cast. Very large cast. This is
Yeah.
the seventh entry now in this franchise. Tony, what's your overall feeling of the Scream franchise overall?
Well, what I wanted to do was something fun, and I feel like both you and I and our listeners will get a good feel for how we feel about the franchise once we kind of get into the overall like
hmm
ranking of it. So I wanted to ask my best friend, what's your overall ranking of Scream? Like if you
Overall
could put them
ranking?
from I guess did we do best to worst or worst to
Best
best?
we could do best to worst, I guess.
All
My
right,
my
let me
my
hear
ranking's
it.
probably very controversial. I feel like people are gonna be like, that's terrible ranking. But
It doesn't
I
matter.
mean,
Just hit me with it.
first up, number one is the original Scream,
Okay.
1996. Number two is Scream 5 from 2022.
Some choices are made.
The
Okay,
choices are
just
made.
run through them. Run through them.
Okay. Number three, we have Scream 4. Number four is we have Scream 6. At number five, we have Scream 2. And at number six, we have Scream 3. I'm
I
sure some
love you're
people,
just looking for my reaction to all of these. So
I'm
say
sure.
them in like the number, I guess.
So one, five, four, six, two, and three.
Okay, kind of similar with mine. Mine is 1, 2, 5, 4, 6, 3, and that's the only right one right there.
I'm sure someone's gonna be like, "What the hell is that rating that Pat gave?" But I don't
Whatever.
care.
Eh,
I
you
don't
like what
care.
you like. You like what you
Mhm.
like, and that's cool. Now that we know each other's ranking, what about your favorite ghost face?
Probably still Billy Loomis and Stu from the first one. Shout out to Amber Freeman though, Mickey Madison, and Jill Roberts. She was great when she was like trying to stab herself and then run into the picture frames at the end to create
Oh,
the.
that whole bit was so freaking funny.
What about you? What was your favorite ghost face?
My favorite ghost face is my favorite ghost face because to me it's the scariest of them all because of how intense and obsessed she is with being famous, and that is Jill Roberts. I feel
hmm
like it's a very meta kind of commentary on how people
hmm
today are willing to do just about anything to be famous
hmm
and kind of obsessed with this idea of being as popular as possible. I think that's like the scariest thing in the world. I don't know. I don't know
Hmm.
why it freaks me out so much, but Jill Roberts, she cracks me up, but also she's fucking scary.
I know.
um
I love that whole sequence of her like trying to hurt
Oh
herself.
yeah, the self-harm
Yeah.
sequence. She just like runs into a fucking picture frame.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's this new entry into the franchise this weekend. If you go check it out, think about donating to the Gaza Fund and matching your donation with the price of your movie ticket if you check it out. That's kind of where we're
Hmm.
at. We'll put the link in our show's caption. And that's all we're gonna say, guys. We're moving on to the next film.
Quick, just little talk about the franchise overall. We're just gonna move on. Scream Seven's coming out, and that's all we're gonna say. So that brings us to the next release this week, and that is Dreams, coming from Greenwich Entertainment. It is directed by Michael Franco. It stars Jessica Chastain, Isaac Hernandez, Rupert Friend, and Marshall Bell. Kind of a low budget Jessica Chastain film.
Yeah, so this has been out for quite a bit and it's just rolling out into theaters. Undeniably political, very
Mm.
timely. What do you want to get into first? The story of the cast.
I will say, honestly, that trailer was very boring. Watching the
Yeah?
trailer, a very slow
Okay.
trailer.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it didn't work for you. Okay.
Mm.
Okay,
But I mean, I
interesting.
love Jessica Chastain. I think she's a great actor.
Yeah, celebrated actress in
Yeah,
film, television, and theater.
yeah, Academy Award.
Academy Award winner, Golden Globe winner, 5 Critics' Choice Awards, 3 SAG Awards, over 60 films. Crazy.
Crazy, crazy,
hmm
crazy.
You have this lead coming up. He's a dancer actually for the American Ballet Theater, Isaac Hernandez.
Mm.
He's in one of the best dance companies in the world. I think he was actually announced last year to be their principal dancer, which is it's like a pretty big deal. Mexican actor slash dancer. A big fan of that. Also, Rupert Friend is in this.
Mhm.
Do you like Rupert Friend?
I do. I think he's a good actor. I do like
What a
him.
filmography, you know? Pride and Prejudice, Boy in the Striped Pajamas, French Dispatch,
Did they
Asteroid
make it?
City.
Did they make like a Hitman movie with him too, or am I thinking of someone else?
I
I,
that kind of sounds familiar.
I think I'm thinking.
I do
I think
know
I'm
that
thinking
he
of
was in
something else.
like The Phoenician Scheme, Companion, and also that one Jurassic Park
Yeah,
movie.
Hitman Agent 47. He is a
Oh, okay, okay.
Hitman.
See, you're right. You're
I was
right.
right. Yeah, he was in Jurassic World Rebirth last year. I like him as an actor. I mean, we haven't seen this film. It seems like it's very limited release.
Mhm.
I don't think it's getting very good reviews, but
So initially, what I thought it was I mean the title Dreams, and then
hmm
like also it's obviously about an interracial couple,
yeah,
and there's like
hmm
some weird dynamics going on. There's like some
seems like a
obsession on,
obsession. Yeah, kind of
yeah,
lingers in.
but
Yeah.
I thought it was gonna go another route, but I respond to films like this because they like kind of provoke like a little bit of like fetishizing race is really weird. Like
Yeah.
if you like kind of think about it, like I understand having a type, but I think that's what this film's probably. I might have just like flipped this film upside down and revealed its belly by being
hmm
like maybe that's what this film is about is like the fetishizing of like a specific race and like oh like I'm really into that like I'm only into that kind of person and I don't and then there's also it also seems to kind of like lean into the I guess kind of racial side of like your family slash friends not being like supportive of you talking to somebody of the different race. It's kind of weird. It's
hmm
super timely. I guess that's what I'll say.
Yeah.
It's super timely.
Yeah, no, I agree, and also think like the age, I guess, difference takes into like account too. And I feel like a lot of these like affair stories like sell a lot and how like they've always made them. And like you
Mm,
get kind of like a fatal attraction kind of vibe going on with like the obsession that seems to like be lingering as the story is probably going on. From the trailer, it's kind of just like what makes this different than anything else, like when it comes to like these
mm,
types of obsession movies. And like you
mm.
said, it could be like that, like fixation on like the racial aspect of it and
Yeah.
blending like that together. It's just interesting to see Jessica Chastain in like a very smaller role. It seems like it's a very, very limited release. And like you said, it's been out for a while and it's like finally being rolled out into the general public.
One thing I will say is that I think what I really, really appreciate about Jessica Chastain, not only as an actor, but as a person, is that like she does call things out. Like, say for example, she's on a panel and she gets a question from like France or like from Mexico or like the US. Like, it doesn't matter like what region of the world that she's speaking to, she's still constant in her,
Mm-hmm.
yes, I live in the US and I'm making this kind of film right now.
Mm-hmm.
She's mentioned multiple times that if you live in the US, that means you have hope and it is your responsibility to create the environment that you want. And
Mm-hmm.
to me, whenever I see Jessica Chastain in a film like this, and it's like an inverted baby girl, like obsession kind of story kind of
Yeah.
thing, it's showing to me that, like, oh, she's wanting to highlight talent from, for example, like Mexico, or, play the lead in a racial love film. And so that's
Mm-hmm.
like her contribution to those stories being told in cinema. And I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
okay, cool. Like that part of it is cool. We don't know anything about the story outside of like the trailer. I don't know how I felt about the trailer, honestly.
Yeah. I don't know.
I'm still
Yeah, I'm kind of
processing
the
it.
same. Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
kind of the same too. I just like I think I said it like I feel bad, but I was just like I mean that just wasn't a very good trailer. Like it's just like
No, you're
yeah.
good. I mean, it's good constructive criticism. It's You're not calling the film bad. You're just saying like the trailer didn't work for you. This film feels chunky and hard to digest. I mean, even hearing us talk about it, we usually flow so well. And we are flowing well. But what I'm saying is that like this one seems hard to digest on purpose.
Yeah, I don't like really have much else to say about it, like, honestly. But yeah, I mean, I like Jessica Chastain, so like maybe we'll check it out. We'll check it out. So that brings us to the last release this week, and that is In the Blink of an Eye, coming from Searchlight Pictures and Hulu. It is directed by Andrew Stanton, starring Kate McKinnon, Rashida Jones, and Daveed Diggs. Now, we talked about this film a few weeks ago when the trailer came out, and it's being put out on Hulu.
Yeah, so I mean, we did speak about it a couple of film news episodes back. So
Mhm.
after looking into it a little bit more, I kind of was a little bit tunnel visioned on Greg Araki and Charlie XCX at Sundance, just like everybody else. This premiered at Sundance, I'm pretty sure. The thing that I wanted to hit on was that we're gonna be seeing more films like this go straight to streaming. That's just like a new format that we're gonna have to get used to. I mean, the screenplay might be super powerful and these themes feel cinematic. Streaming right now, like we can literally go put this on right now and rip it.
Hmm.
We can't let films like these down. And we have to like show up for, and the way we do that is by just putting it on. It seems pretty easy. It's just like,
Hmm.
putting it on, checking it out. But I mean, it's clearly a movie about love and family and time. I kind of got like a Wall-E vibe or like an Interstellar kind of vibe from it, like a TV Interstellar.
It's funny that you mentioned Wally because he directed Wally, the guy who
Oh, well,
made
there you
this
go.
interesting. The guy who made this bitch directed Wally. But yeah, I agree. It's interesting that like what movies like Searchlight or any other studio is like this one's gonna be on Hulu or like direct to streaming or this one's gonna be in theaters. And moving forward, that's just how studios are gonna operate now. And
Mm.
it'll be interesting to see like you'll have movies that have big stars in them. Now like it's no fault to like Kate McKinnon, Rashida Jones, Daveed Diggs, like they're not like massive blockbuster stars,
Yeah.
but you will get movies that are like again you had like Matt Damon, Ben Affleck, like The Rip. That was just a straight to Netflix
Yeah,
streaming movie. So it's
exactly.
that's just how Hollywood's working right now. And you'll have movies like this, like you said, like 20 years ago, this is in theaters, probably makes like 150 million. Now it's just jumped to Hulu in a week. It could be completely gone, as in it's buried on Hulu's algorithm and you'll never even know the movie even existed. And
Yeah.
kind of, yeah, you do have to show up for these movies, even if they're not received very well, but people work hard on them. And for them to just be dumped on streaming, kind of, it does like hurt your soul a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, this is just the new landscape of
Hmm.
rolling out a film. If we're wanting to support these actors and these filmmakers, this is how we show up is just by logging in and click and play. And I do anticipate like in like a year and a half, like whenever like say for example like Kaylee Spaney's like the lead of a crime thriller or something like that. Someone's like, this shouldn't be in
Mm.
theaters. This should be rolled out in theaters for us to go pay for. Okay, are you going to the movies? Are you going to the movies to go see a crime thriller? No, you're only going to see Avengers Doomsday? Avengers Doomsday Part 2?
Hmm.
Okay, that's why it's not. So shut up.
Yeah. 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 You're right. You're right.
So
That's
shut up.
exactly what it is. It's like,
Yeah.
and like, I guess like the counterpoint of that is like, I get that movie tickets aren't cheap. Like, I get it. Like, they're not
No.
cheap. putting this in theaters, it would probably be hard for someone to justify paying $25 to go watch this.
Imagine not having an AMC subscription. Like how
Hmm.
much that would be if you're like an avid moviegoer. That's like
Yeah.
$100 a week.
I think I've even told you if I didn't have A-list, I wouldn't go to the movies. It's so expensive. It's so expensive.
I think our listeners know our dynamic at this point in like episode 15. You are one lucky bitch.
That's true. But just
Would you agree?
yeah,
Are you a lucky bitch?
lucky bitch. I mean, I won't lie. There's theaters near me that do play everything, and I'm a lucky bitch. I'm a lucky bitch. So those are the new releases this weekend. If you end up watching any of them, I hope you enjoy them. So that brings us to the VOD releases this week, and I'm just going to run through what has been dropped on VOD that was recent that come out. First up, Arco, coming from Neon, is now available on VOD. Dead Man's Wire from Row K Entertainment is now also available on VOD. H is for Hawk from Roadside Attractions is now available on VOD. The Voice of Hind Rajab is now available on VOD, and Father, Mother, Sister, Brother is now available on Mubi as well as VOD. Kind of a slower, not a slower, the lighter VOD release this week, but some great films
Well,
there.
I'll tell you what, go check out those first fucking top three because hell yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, all of them
yeah.
for sure, but one of my Rex is on there.
Yeah, Arco, a great score with a great score on
Hell
Arco. So
yeah.
I
Oh
highly
my
recommend
God.
that.
Remember whenever we checked that out, there was only like I think like 50,000 like logged watches on
Hmm.
Letterboxd, and then like we waited a week and then checked it out again and it was already at like 60, like 10,000 people like checked it out like
Yeah.
that week. I think the same thing happened with Flow whenever the
Hmm.
Academy Awards came around and Flow was like in a peak of its like popularity. I feel like that's what's gonna happen with Arco too.
Yeah, and you'll see that with any other like Oscar release. Once people win Oscars, you'll start to see those movies trending again. People will be like, I guess I'll watch it now. There's probably someone out there that hasn't watched Sinners yet, and Sinners will win Academy Awards, and they'll be like, okay, I guess I'll watch it. That's just
Yeah,
how it
and you'll
works.
see
Just
those accounts start screen capping shit and like doing
mm.
edits like they've made the movie. This is like a little funny story, but I used to like complain to Pat about that all the time. I used to be like, dude, this person got like this person trended because they posted a clip of a movie that we've all seen. Like they're the owner of the movie. Like, hey, I posted this. Be proud of me. What? The
Yeah,
internet's weird.
the internet's a crazy place. Internet is a crazy
That's
place.
crazy.
So that brings us to the trailers of the week. And first up, Backrooms, coming from A24. It is directed by Kane Parsons. I think this is one of the youngest filmmakers A24's ever had. I think the A24's ever had. I think only, what, 24
Hmm.
or something?
Yeah.
The film stars Finn Bennett, Ivan Jogia, Lukita Maxwell, Renata Reinsev, Chiwetel Ejiofor, and Mark Duplass. Pretty good cast there for a young filmmaker
For a debut
coming
feature, hell
in.
yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
What'd you think of the teaser of them going through the rooms?
So
Not through the back rooms.
so I'm pretty sure this that teaser was all computer generated.
Oh,
Yeah. So that
interesting.
doesn't that change your mind about the lighting and everything? It's pretty
Hmm.
cool, right? What do you know about this entire thing? What do you know?
I don't know much. I just remember the one still that they always posted. Wasn't there like a creature? Like I could be. Am I thinking something different? There's like a when
No,
this
you're
film was
not.
announced. There's like a
No.
creature kind of thing in the back. I don't know. I think it was like completely different.
No, no. So this
Right?
whole thing that you're doing right now, this is actually how the Backrooms lore was created online.
Mm,
So you want to break it down for you and our listeners so we can all be in the know about Backrooms?
yeah. Because I don't know anything. I don't know anything.
Okay. Well, I mean, I just like, God, I was too much on the internet, probably as like a 15-year-old. This is going to be really embarrassing to admit to you, but I know about Backrooms from playing Roblox.
I've never played Roblox before. So.
Please don't judge me. Please, I feel you judging me right now. For our listeners who don't know about Backrooms and don't feel bad, it's like this is very niche, very internet.
Mm,
It's basically just like this creepy pasta urban legend thing. Think about like Slender Man or like
mm,
those like obscure
yeah.
weird YouTube
Hmm.
videos. I don't know if like you ever like went to like a sleepover and like you guys used to like scare yourselves like before you went to bed.
Mm,
It's like those creepy creepy videos. So it's basically just this like endless creepy maze that goes on forever and ever. And there's like entities and monsters in it, which is like what you remember. That's like the whole urban
Yeah.
legend thing of like the internet.
Hmm.
Like you hear about it, you're like, isn't it this like maze with like monsters in it? And then like that's
Hmm.
how it builds. I wonder if it's going to be found footage, if there's going to be score, how the cast is going to interact with the world they build. We talked about this off of the podcast earlier this week. I think this is how I see A24, and this is the A24 that I really enjoy and like. What about you?
No, I think this is like that perfect vibe for A24. It is like a horror film, and
Yeah, it is.
it has a great cast. And yeah, this is like the vibe that I feel like people come to know when they think of A24. They think of movies like
Hmm.
this or like a folklore tale. Like it is. It's like you said, it's kind of like a fake folklore tale of like
Yeah,
it's like a myth just kept snowballing into a bigger,
building.
bigger, bigger myth. And it's great to see a really young filmmaker getting a A24 to make his film. I think they did produce this. I think
Yeah.
they did. And he has a great cast. I mean, he has someone who's nominated for an Academy Award right now. She would tell that A24 has been nominated for an Academy Award as well. So he's like, he's gotten people in there like that.
I think this is how you blend our multi-generation being online with film. It feels like it's already working. It feels like it's
Hmm.
generating like it, I think the Instagram account already has like over like 50K followers. Like this is how you do original storytelling. And it's just a fucking teaser. We haven't even seen the trailer.
Yeah,
Like come on.
I love teasers like that. And there's another teaser on this list that came out that I thought was an amazing teaser. I love teasers like it's just very, very simple and like it's
Hmm.
just going through the rooms. Like that's all I needed. Like I don't need the 3 minute, here's the entire plot. Just give me a weird teaser vibe, and you're like, and I feel like A24 is good with stuff like that, where they make weird teasers, like that on the movie coming out, I think in a few weeks, Undertone, where it's just kind of like the audio and I hear
Yeah.
something. It's like things like that attract my attention more than a very basic 2.5 minute trailer where I get all the main plot beats of what's happening. But you have to have those too because you have to sell the movie so people are interested in actually the movie. So
Well, I think I'm like the same as you. Like I enjoy a teaser over a short film like trailer because a lot of trailers they like spoil the film with specific like jump cuts in the like trailer and like you'll see
yeah.
a frame and you're like, "Oh, I don't know if
You'll
I
see
was
a frame
supposed
and
to
then you
see
realize
that."
when you watch the film, you're like, oh, that's the end of the movie. Like from that's literally like the last shot.
Yeah, no,
Like,
literally. And what I was just thinking while you were talking about that, I think our format or like our show is really good for the person. Have you ever met someone that's like, "Oh, I don't like trailers. I don't watch trailers
mhm,
before a movie. Like if I
I
am
do.
really excited for a movie, I don't want to see a trailer." Our show is
Hmm.
kind of like a good way to like not see the trailer, but to learn
You can just
about what's
listen.
in the
Yeah.
trailer. Yeah.
Hmm.
We need to
I
find that
I
audience.
know. I know. Hopefully we do a good job of explaining what's going on.
I think so. I mean, do you know more about backrooms now?
I do. I do. I guess I got to play Roblox now.
Fuck you. I hate you for that. Go find another co-host.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
How to be a bitch 101.
Move over Crime 101. It's how to be a bitch 101. You know what I learned what the 101 was in Crime 101? It's the 101 freeway. I was like,
Bart
oh,
Layton.
it's like that makes more sense.
Wait, so there's crime happening on the 101?
I guess all the crimes happening in the valley, I guess. I don't know. The 101's right over there.
So for our next trailer, we have Pretty Lethal, distributed by Amazon MGM Studios, directed by Vicky Jusin, starring Lana Condor, Millicent Simmons, Iris Apatow, Maddie Ziegler, Avantika, Uma Thurman, and Michael Culkin. Pat, thoughts?
For some reason, the title of the movie reminded me of a Haley Steinfeld movie that came out like 2014 called Barely Lethal, where they were also like undercover like CIA agents or something. I don't know what they were.
Yeah.
Um,
Interesting.
I do like the all like female cast, and like, we talk about that all the time. We like seeing an
Uh-huh.
all female cast. I think I've talked about this before. How all action movies now seem to be just following a John Wick formula, and how they're like stylized, and it's like, oh, they're like ballet dancers, but what if they also were lethal killers? Like it's like the same kind of thing where it's to me. I mean, I haven't seen it. I mean, it looks fun, but
Mm.
you're falling into a trap of just you're stuck in this John Wick type of environment that's just where action movies are now, and I just don't know when they're gonna be able to get out of that. I don't know.
See, for me, I am using, I know you have mentioned before off of the podcast how you kind of like, you don't really dig critics who like compare a film to like two other films. Like,
Hmm.
say for example, like, oh, this film, it's giving this and this, and it's very in the vein of this.
Yeah.
Well, I guess whenever I'm bringing up these films that I'm about to talk about, I have a point, I promise, is that I wish it was in the vein of like a sucker punch and not over
Mm-hmm.
here in the vein of like basically last year almost destroyed Ana de Armas' career
With
in the
Ballerina, yeah.
John Wick world.
Yeah.
For me, at first, I didn't realize if I was watching a trailer or if I was watching a music video because I was like, "Rhythm is a dancer." It was good. But I is
Again,
it
again,
like
another Amazon dump on streaming. Like it's not being put in theaters.
Yeah, I was gonna ask, is it well, they're all gonna do it now. There's no point in asking that question. I'm pretty sure Amazon slash MGM and Lionsgate are using AI to write shit now. So
Probably, yeah.
I don't know. I'm not meaning to talk shit about writers either, because maybe it's not, but it just does feel like in that vein.
But yeah, I think you make a point though. Like if this leaned more towards, I know Sucker Punch isn't well received movie, but I feel like people are now considering it kind of like a cult classic. Like it does have
Mm,
Oscar Isaac. I mean, Sucker Punch. Oscar Isaac's in Sucker
thank you.
Punch. But I think you're right. It does have a weird feeling of like this movie like almost seems like made up on the spot. I don't know if I'm wording that right, but
No, I get what you're saying. I do, and I feel like our listeners do as well. It is riding both sides. Like it could
Mhm.
be like in that other side, and it
And it could be
also could
awesome. I have
be
no idea. It could
yeah,
be
yeah.
awesome.
We don't fucking know. Also, guys, like we might not be right about things sometimes, and you guys
Mhm.
might just be like, doing your laundry right now and be like, "Fuck these guys, I want to watch that
Yeah, fuck
movie."
these
We
guys.
want that too.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna watch it. So,
Yeah, we're probably still gonna watch it.
yeah.
It's just that this is how it feels to us right now, the way it's being
Mhm.
presented.
It's that route of all of these action movies kind of starting to feel exactly the same. You're just changing the story of like, okay, well, they're teenagers or they're early 20s and they can do all of this stuff. They know how to fight like John Wick. And again, it's like, I don't know when it's different styles of action come in all the time and someone will eventually bring in a new style of action. That's what John Wick was. It was a new style of action that people hadn't really seen. And another one will come along and action movies will transition back to that. That's just kind of how the action movie genre works, just how it works.
So for our next trailer, we have Teenage Sex and Death at Camp Miasma, directed by Jane Schoenbrunn. This film is starring Hannah Einbinder, Gillian Anderson, Ava Victor, Zach Cherry, Sarah Sherman, Arthur Conti, Patrick Fischler, and Jasmine Savoy Brown. Now, Pat, what is your familiarity with this movie? And tell us a little bit about what you liked, about the cinematography of it, what it looks like to you.
I know this is the same director that made I Saw the TV Glow, which I thought was an incredible film. It came out 2024, 2023, I think. That was an incredible film. I have it actually, it's right down over there in the
Heck yeah,
A24
I
section.
love that.
I thought this was one of the best trailers I have seen or teasers in a long time. Brings it back to the point of the Backrooms teaser when I like teasers like this. Like when I was watching it, I was
Yeah.
like, this is how you make a teaser trailer, like for me. I think the cast is great. Eva Victor in it as well. I love Hannah Einbinder. She's in Hacks. Hell yeah. I'm so excited to watch this. I'm so fucking excited. And it seems like Jane really likes TVs and VHSs.
There is a little bit of nostalgia to them and
Hmm.
a little bit of
It gives
comfort.
you that 90s like vibe. Both her films give you that like 90s vibe.
This all looks like it's gonna work for me too. That's not my issue with it. I just remember specifically having a question about I Saw the TV Glow in like the online setting, and you'll be like, "What do you mean you don't know I Saw the TV Glow? You haven't seen that yet? You should watch that. You haven't
Hmm.
watched that? You suck." Like, and I was like,
Yeah.
I just asked a question about wanting to watch it, and like sometimes I don't vibe with that like part of the internet, like people being like really possessive over films and being like, "Oh, you don't know what that is?" Like,
Yeah,
I'm
it's
not
like
gonna take that.
gatekeeping. Yeah, they
Yeah, I
gatekeep.
don't
Yeah.
like gatekeepers, and that's what I was gonna
Hmm.
say about this one. I've seen. me being messy right now. I've seen some of our friends that are like really into this, and like I'm like nervous to ask like, hey, can you like explain like the significance of that to me? Because I don't know, and I want to be in on I want to be on the hoopla too. I want to hit likey and repost as well. Like fuck, it's like gatekeeping, and especially films like from the same director as I Saw the TV Glow. You should share that love. You should. Hey, I saw you like that film. Can you tell me what you know about it? Because I want to be in the know too.
Exactly.
So I was like a little bit nervous to talk about this one. I'm not gonna lie.
You always have people that will gatekeep things. Like they're like, "Oh, I saw this first. Like this is my film. Like you're not allowed to." But I think movies like this, like they're having a message that everyone probably needs to hear. Again, it looks a very trippy kind of movie, and
Yeah.
it feels like a fantasy like vibe to it. For me, that's fucking great. I'm so excited to watch this. I think that teaser is awesome. I watched it a few times now, and this bumped up to highly anticipated film for me.
I guess what saying all of that is just like if you find out more information about this, please let me know because I want to be in the
Mhm.
know.
We want to be
I
in the
want to
know.
know
We want to be
things
in the
too.
know. We want to be in the know. And go check out I Saw the TV Low if you're listening and you haven't seen that. It's a great film.
Absolutely.
Great film. So that brings us to the next trailer that was released this week, and that is Mortal Kombat 2, coming from Warner Brothers. It is directed by Simon McQuaid, stars Carl Urban, Adeline Rudolph, Jessica McNamee, Josh Lawson, Ludi Lin, Mashad Brooks, Tati Gabrielle, Damon Harriman, Tadanobu Asano, Hiro Sanada, Martin Ford, and Desmond Chime. I'm sorry if I butchered any of those names. Tony, what do you think of Mortal Kombat 2, which should have technically already been released? This was to come out in October of 2025.
It feels like this movie should have already been out. Do you think they've like waited too long? Do you think it's still going to be received the same? Like I'm
I think maybe Warner Brothers realized that they have with Sinners in One Battle when they're
mm,
pushing their Oscar. I
mm.
think that they thought this is way more of like a summer movie vibe than a fall release.
It was going to
I
be
think
November, right?
it was like October, November. I think they did make
Yeah.
the right decision of pushing this to
Okay.
May. Seems very more of like a popcorn, people that love this like I think they're gonna go in the summer as opposed to going in like October, November. Holidays are coming around. I do think they made the right decision to move the date,
You
honestly.
think this is this year's Minecraft?
I don't think so because I didn't Minecraft made like $1 billion. I don't think this is going to make $1 billion. You do have also Street Fighter coming out this same year, which is kind of like the same kind of vibe as Mortal Kombat. And maybe Warner Brothers wants to see like, hey, if there's a anticipation for Street Fighter, we're kind of make Mortal Kombat's kind of like the same like arcade game. Like maybe we should also push it to early summer and see if the crowd's there. If they're excited for Street Fighter, they should be excited for Mortal Kombat too.
I was just curious to see like this is coming out in early May, right?
I believe it's like May 8th or something. Yeah.
Yeah, I just remember all that buzz from Minecraft, and I was just wondering if they were gonna have another like hit like that this year.
And they
That
could,
really
yeah.
took off.
And they could. I feel like video games movies are starting to like make a lot more money. Like you have Super Mario movie making a shit ton of money.
Uh-huh.
Minecraft made $1 billion. The first Mortal Kombat like remake that they did came out in 2020, so it came out during COVID. I think it was just dropped on whatever was Max at the time. I don't know what the title of HBO Max was at the time, but it was dropped on there. So this is their
Yeah.
first like big theatrical Mortal Kombat 2. You have Carl Urban coming in to play a big character for the franchise. So I think
So
we'll
it's
see.
kind of poised to perform better than the original because
I
it
think
came
so.
out
Yeah.
during COVID.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay. Well, that was my only thing is like I was just curious
Mhm.
about how it would outperform its first one. And all films should be like that. All films should be trying to outperform what came before.
Yeah, I mean, and you have to have your iconic "get over here" line from the video game. I mean, I think this one seems to be a lot more like centered around Carl Urban. His character is not in the first one. It looks like this one might be received a little better. I think the first one, people are like, this movie is still not very good, but I kind of enjoyed it. But I think
Yeah.
this one seems to be tracking. Like, it seems like people are kind of excited to see Carl Urban playing Johnny Cage.
Yeah, go him. I mean, this is great. I mean,
Hmm.
I think it's gonna do what it's setting out to do. I
Yeah,
really
I
do.
mean, they're not looking for best picture here. Like they're just looking
No,
for this is going to
fun
be
time.
popcorn fun. People love this game, and they hope they hit the mark with the audience that loves these games.
One thing that I was thinking about this summer, there's gonna be like the most highly anticipated video game of like all time, Grand Theft Auto coming out, and you have these kind of films in the theater. It's kind of cool. It's kind of like Hollywood is like combating modern video games that are releasing that kind of take away from the theatrical experience because
Hmm.
people are literally gooning to fucking Grand Theft Auto, like playing the entire game over like a month and a half, like kind of
Hmm.
thing. I know we're like gonna see less boys out and outside in this summer.
Yeah, you might not see me. How about you playing Grand Theft Auto?
That's okay. I'll do the film news show by myself.
So that brings us to the next trailer that was released this week, and that is Faces of Death, coming from IFC and Shudder, starring Decray Montgomery, Barbie Ferreira, Charlie XCX, Jermaine Fowler, and Josie Tota. Charlie keeps being in a new release every week. It seems like she's in more movies.
Charlie again. Yeah, boy.
I
Love
think
it.
I think we were looking it up. This is either a remake or a reimagining of like a cult 70s film, literally called Faces of
Yes.
Death. They find the tape of that movie in the movie. So kind of
Mm.
like a cool like reimagining of how to do a remake is like what if they found the original release of something maybe they had never even heard of before. So I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm excited to check it out as well. Unfortunately for me, another niche like, oh, you don't know Faces of Death? What? Like it's just like that
I
kind of
didn't know
energy.
Faces of Death. Yeah.
But that's what I like the kind of energy that I see online from people that I'm just
Hmm.
like, ah, like shut up. Like, I mean, if you
Yeah.
can't take the time to like talk about your favorite thing to someone, if they're like, what is that? I want to know what it is. Like,
Hmm.
don't talk about it.
But again, another like short teaser that did its job. We've talked about IFC and Shutter. I feel like every single week this year they're dropping stuff every week. And Charlie XCX again, another solid cast. Barbie was in Euphoria, the first season of Euphoria, I think. It's great to see those low budget horror films doing well. And yeah, like you said, I didn't know Faces of Death. I don't know. Again, you have those people that are like, what do you mean you don't know? There are people out there on the internet that like to tell people what to do, and they need to stop.
How to be a bitch. What a one.
Gotta be a bitch 101 on the 101 freeway.
And for our final trailer, we have The Christophers, distributed by Neon, directed by Steven Soderbergh, starring Ian McKellen, Michaela Cole, James Corden, and Jessica Gunning. Now, Pat, I wanted to just put this one up just so you can talk about Soderbergh, the importance of this, seeing this director making films after films after film after film. I just wanted to give our listeners the opportunity to hear about why Soderbergh matters a lot to you.
I think what I like about Soderbergh the most is every one of his films is like a completely different thing. Like
100%.
this one's about like selling paintings or whatever, like an old painter that, and then before this, he made Presence, which was like technically like a horror film. I don't know if
Mm-hmm.
people consider it a horror film, but the thing with Soderbergh is he's like retired, like quote unquote retired from filmmaking like two or three times. Because I think he retired and then he was a cinematographer on Magic Mike XXL, so he like technically wasn't still retired, and he went under like by a different name. I think he talked recently about he had that Ben Solo movie that he worked on for 2.5 years. And within that 2.5 year time span, he made like four movies. This guy just
Yeah.
doesn't stop working. And I think
Yeah.
the difference between Soderbergh is people would be like, oh, he's putting out so much. Like they can't all be good. And they're not all like incredible films, but each film feels completely different. He edits these things himself. Like he'll shoot it during the day because he shoots a lot of it himself too. And he'll like go home and edit it in his car just so he can get a base edit of it like down already. Like that's how fast this guy works. I just think he's just like in a different level of working when it comes to directors. He just is always fast paced, on the move, and he uses a lot of like low budget stuff. Like I mean, he made the Ocean's movies, which are probably like the biggest budgets like he's probably ever made. But I just like to see that he's still going and getting Ian McKellen, Michaela Cole. I wasn't the biggest fan of James Corden in the trailer, but it's okay. It's great seeing Soderbergh just pumping out movies every year. And a new
Yeah.
Soderbergh every year.
I love it. I love it. I love everything that you just said about Soderbergh. I feel like whenever you see somebody that was born to do something, like they're doing what they are passionate about. And
Hmm.
it's just like you said, not every single one is a hit. And that's okay. But he's still making films. Like that is the whole point of being a filmmaker. You make films. You don't bank on like be tunnel vision on winning an Academy Award like this year with this film, and then I'll just take a sabbatical for like 2 or 3 years. Oh, and then I'll come back because they want me and they haven't had enough of me yet. The quality of every single thing that you work on can fluctuate whenever you are doing something that you love because you're doing what you love. What I guess I'm trying to say is if you're doing something that you love, you are already making like masterpieces just by doing that by yourself. Like you are the
Hmm.
masterpiece. Like, oh,
Hmm.
that's kind of ooh, Soderbergh is the masterpiece. He's doing what he loves. So more people should be like Soderbergh.
Again, like he said, he's like born to do this. He's doing what he loves, and yeah, we haven't seen the film yet. All great that Neon's putting it out.
Hmm.
I don't know if they did Presents. I don't think they did. I love Soderbergh.
Yes, yes,
They did
they
do
did.
Presents.
They
So
did. They
yeah,
did.
he seems to be having a partnership with them now. Yeah, I love Soderbergh. He is an Academy Award winner. He actually was nominated for 2 Academy Awards that year for Traffic and Aaron Brockovich for both Best Director. He's got the talent. He's got the skill, and I think he's probably still one of the most underrated directors working. I think people forget about Soderbergh, and he's made a lot of films. I mean, the height of COVID, Contagion started tracking again, directed by Steven Soderbergh. He can fluctuate in every genre. He's very talented.
Remember whenever I called Steven Soderbergh a masterpiece?
He's a masterpiece. He's a masterpiece.
He is.
So just to recap, the trailers this week were Backrooms, Pretty Lethal, Teenage Sex and Death at Camp Miasma, Mortal Kombat 2, Faces of Death, and The Christophers. If you are excited for any of those films, please let us know. And we are excited for, honestly, maybe all of them. I think we're excited for all of them.
So now we are on to the film news segment, which is quite honestly, it's becoming one of my favorite parts. I feel like a lot of good conversations come out of film news. Kind of a silly week with new releases and trailers, a chunky trailer section and
Yeah, it
new
was.
releases. I always feel like we get into the groove of film news. You probably heard a little bit of my discomfort with some of the IPs that we were talking about, but that's
Mhm.
okay because we can't know everything, you know.
Mm.
So let's all put our dicks down if we're judging Tony right now, okay? You know, I'm just messing, but yeah. So we'll get into some award season talk. We have the BAFTA award highlights. The big part of last weekend was the BAFTA awards happening in the UK. We are just going to run through the highlights of what we were really happy that walked away with the BAFTA, and I'm going to get Pat's immediate reaction and kind of go into a little bit of talking about the films and get more buzzed and excited for what's coming in here in a couple of weeks. So, Pat, are you ready to get a reaction for these
I am
awards?
ready. I am ready. I'm ready to go.
All right, so up first for best film we have Paul Thomas Anderson's One Battle After Another. Thoughts?
Hmm. I think it's gonna win Best Picture. I think it
Ah,
is gonna solidify. BAFTA, I think I've told you before, BAFTA kind of a lot of the times it's overlapping bodies of people who are voting. I'm gonna call it here. I think it's going to be winning Best Picture on March
well, we
15th.
will see if it's going to win Best Picture at the 90th Academy Awards and also the Commentary Podcast
Oh yeah.
Academy
Uh-huh.
Awards.
Yeah, we'll have to see. We'll have
We'll
to see.
see. All right. And then also snagging Best Director as well, Paul Thomas Anderson for One Battle After Another. What do you think compared to the other directors? How do you feel?
Again, I think it's Paul Thomas Anderson's time. I think he's gonna be winning at least 2 Academy Awards. If one battle wins picture, he'll win three. I mean, it would be awesome to see Coogler winning it, but I think PTA's got it. It's his time to get the flowers for his directing. I think he's got it wrapped up.
And surprise, surprise, with a lead actress award, we have Jessie Buckley for
Mhm.
Hamnet. Thoughts?
No surprise. No
No
surprise. She's
surprise.
winning the Academy Award.
She's
Love me some
taking
Jessie
it
Buckley.
all. She's
Love me some
taking it
Jessie
all.
Buckley.
Lead actor, we have Robert Aramayo for a film that has not released in the US, but we are starting to get buzz for it. Not
Hmm.
the buzz you'd think about, but it's getting buzz. Robert
Hmm.
Aramayo for I Swear. You know anything about this movie?
I think I had heard about it a long time ago. It's interesting. I think it's the first time since like the 80s or 70s when the BAFTAs like were starting to begin, like a British film lead actor won the award. Like that wasn't nominated for an Academy Award. I think it's like one of
Interesting.
the first times that's happened. I haven't seen the film. I'm interested in it. Did he win like a Rising Star as well? Was he like did he win
Yes,
that as
so
well?
we'll go ahead and hit that reaction as well. He did win Rising Star
Hmm.
as well. This was an upset
Yeah.
for a lot of people out there.
Timmy did
So
not win. Timothy Chalamet.
Well, yes. So you said the name. Now I'm just gonna lay it up with. I watch a few reaction channels to award shows because I enjoy those, and don't make fun
Mm,
of me if I do. And there were a lot of streamers that were very, very happy about this win, and I was
hmm.
like, damn, these people are kind of mean.
Interesting. Interesting.
It was just I don't know if it was like a turn of the tides, but again, these are the BAFTAs. This isn't the Academy Awards yet, so we'll
Mm,
see. So up next we have supporting actress. This one I jumped up and cheered for. I got off my couch and I cheered. Wunmi
mm,
Musaku for Sinners.
mm.
Hell yeah.
I think it does open up that supporting actress is probably the most interesting category because I think there's three people that can win there, and
Yeah.
all three have won in
Yeah.
different areas. So it'll be interesting to see who takes it home on Academy Awards night. I still am leaning Amy Madigan because I think it's just Academy voters probably are like they're saying it's time for her, but Wouldn't Me would be awesome. Tiana Taylor would be awesome. So,
Yeah.
and I think whoever it's those three, I think who's going to win that.
I said this a few episodes back, but I was like, the supporting actors category is actually like one of the
And
most
usually
fun. Yeah.
that might be like early on. Usually they do a supporting one first. Usually I think it's supporting actor, but or they might let people wait for that one because they know that people
Yeah.
are interested to see who's
Anticipating.
winning that. Yeah.
So up next we have supporting actor. This one kind of caught me off guard
Hmm.
a little bit. Sean Penn for One Battle After Another. What were your thoughts about this?
Yeah, I guess I was kind of caught off guard too. I was like, huh, interesting. I didn't like think he even had a chance of winning really anywhere. So maybe the BAFTA body still likes Sean Penn. I mean, he's great in one battle after another. I'll say that. I don't who he is as a person I separate from his performance, and he is great in one battle after another. I don't think
Hmm.
he's going to be winning the Academy Award, but he did secure the BAFTA. He did secure the BAFTA.
So up next we have adapted screenplay. Here we are again with Paul Thomas Anderson's One
Mhm.
Battle After Another. Really, any kind of reaction from you there?
Nope,
Deserved.
it's going to win the Oscar and deserved. And same with the next one.
Original screenplay for Sinners, Ryan Coogler. This is amazing.
Hmm.
Absolutely amazing. I'm just like, way to go, BAFTAs. Way to
Hmm.
go.
He's going to win Oscar for that too.
So the award that was won for film not in the English language was Sentimental Value from Joaquin Trier. It could have gone to anybody, I feel like, in this category. I
Hmm.
feel like it was what registered with them the most, and I feel like Sentimental Value definitely played very well with the UK audience.
Yeah, I think so too. And it's played well with the American audience because it's got a lot of Academy Awards as well. So it very well could take the Oscar home that night too. And so
Yeah,
it's
this could be a sign that it's leaning more that way. For up
hmm.
next, we have a costume design. Frankenstein, Kate Hawley. I don't know why I said that like with a little bit of an accent.
Kate
Kate
Hawley, Kate
Hawley,
Hawley,
Kate Hawley over there.
over there.
And then of course we have visual effects. Avatar, Fire and Ash.
Yep.
Surprise?
Hmm.
No,
Nope.
no,
It's
no.
winning. Immediate win. You don't even need to just hand them the Oscar as they walk in. Here you
She's
go.
like, hey guys, there you go. All
There you
right,
go.
moving on. So for animated film, we have you heard of this one? It's called Zootropolis 2.
Mm. Yeah, never heard of it.
It's
Didn't
like a
make any
little
money,
indie
right?
film.
It made
Yeah.
$0.
And then for cinematography, these are kind of where we'll get a little bit more serious because this is where we're starting to like lean into this could very well be a repeat basically into
Mm.
what's going to happen over at the Academy Awards. So for cinematography, we have One Battle After Another from Michael Bowman.
I will say, I think at the Academy Awards, it will be Sinners.
Same,
I think so.
100%.
Um, I don't think one battle will win there, but I don't know. I do think it's Sinners. I personally would be like Sinners should win here. Sinners is
Yeah.
shot incredibly well.
For editing, we also have, surprise, One Battle After Another from Andy Jurgensen. Damn, this like sweeped.
I think this will win editing at the Academy Awards as well. One battle.
Okay.
I think one battle will win editing as well.
For some reason, I feel like the editing category at the Academy Awards, like I don't know why. I think I'm just like psyching myself out. Like I feel like the voting body is gonna be like, "Oh, F1 was really really cool and edited well. Let me put
I
F1."
mean, Ford v Ferrari won best editing in
See,
2019.
thank you. So
So
thank you so much. You are validating my knowledge
you never know.
of
You never know.
the
F1 could
awards.
win the editing, or I don't know. I don't know.
You never know over there.
You never know. You never know, buddy.
For makeup and hair, we got Frankenstein. No
Yep.
surprise there. It was really great.
I
Jacob
think
Elordi's
Frankenstein will win costume and makeup and hair, I believe, for the Academy
same.
Awards.
For original score, very, very happy. I think Kugler accepted the award on behalf of Ludwig Göransson for Sinners.
Let's score. And we'll
We
continue to win. Ludwig will have
we
3 Academy Awards.
we will rip that shit until we are tired of it, which we
Yep.
won't probably ever be
Never
tired of
be tired of it. Never tired of
it.
it.
For production design, this is an interesting one, but also very much deserved. I feel like UK audiences really, really, really love Guillermo del Toro. Frankenstein won production design.
I think Frankenstein will win a lot more of those below the line than people think. I think
Mm.
Frankenstein's going to win like probably 3 or 4 awards, and people are going to be like, "Oh, okay," and I'll be like, "Yeah, I told you so."
I told you. And then for sound, we have F1.
No, honestly, not a surprise. I think F1 will very well could win Academy Award that night for best sound. I
Now,
mean,
I
you're
will
using.
say, I really, really hoped that Warfare from A24 would have popped into
Hmm.
that category in one of these award shows, just because I really did appreciate what they were doing innovative wise with the theatrical element of
Hmm.
including sound in the film. I mean, that's all I was gonna say. I know we're not fucking talking about F1 or the BAFTAs or anything, but
I think F1. Honestly, if I was going out on a limb here, I think F1's going to win best sound at the Academy Awards. I'd love to see Surratt win that, but I don't think it will. I wasn't very like shocked by these. Honestly, maybe lead actor. I was like, oh, that's interesting.
yeah,
Like that's
that
probably the
seems
only
like to be the
one.
only one.
And like supporting actress, I'm like, okay, when we it throws that category up in the air. I mean, Sean Penn was kind of like, I guess like shocking. You're like, oh, interesting, but I don't think he's not winning supporting actor. I think it's either going to be Stellan or I think it's going to be Stellan that night. But you never know. Like I said, a lot of these bodies overlap at the Academy Awards, so that's why a lot of people wait for the BAFTAs to really see. And I think some of these wins probably threw some people off. They were like, oh, interesting, okay. We'll see. Well, I think we'll see in less than like 2 weeks. We'll see. We'll see who's winning.
We'll see. It's getting me more excited. I mean, yeah, I always love hitting awards highlights with you. It feels like the core of our show.
We have another one tomorrow.
Yes, with a voting body of over 160,000 voters.
Hmm.
Insane. I do just want to throw out to our listeners. Probably won't hear this until after the SAG Awards, but in history, no lead actor has won 2 years in a row. So I'm very, very intrigued.
Interesting.
Yeah, did you know that?
I did not know that for a
No
second.
lead actor
I
has
mean,
won twice in a row. And also, there one year where there was a couple of solid performances for lead, they went with fucking Johnny Depp in Pirates of the Caribbean. So we don't know. We will not
mhm.
know until tomorrow who's going to take that lead. But I feel like a lot of people are really anticipating for Timmy to win lead. We just won't know until we
I don't
watch.
know. I do think he's going to win lead, and I guess he'll have
Be
that
the
record of
first.
we're the first. I think he'll
If
be
he's
the
the first,
first.
I'm not over here shitting on his parade or anything like that. I'm just pointing out facts.
Yeah, I didn't know that. Yeah, back to
Yeah,
back. Yeah, it's like
you
because I
can feel
mean,
free to fact check me, but yeah, I mean,
Tom Hanks won back to back Academy Awards for Philadelphia and Forrest Gump. So
there you go, there you
it
go,
can be it can be done. It can be done.
and who knows? Who knows? Maybe that's who he's modeling his career after all along. And maybe
Yeah,
we're all
maybe.
wrong about what Timmy's doing right now. Maybe he
Hmm.
is trying to build what Tom Hanks did. What was that in the 90s?
Yeah, 93, 94. Yeah.
I mean, that's smart. In fact, it makes me see him differently because that's
Yeah.
very smart.
I think we've talked about this like off podcast, but yeah, I think we both know that I think Timmy is going to be winning the Academy Award. I think it's, but you never know. I don't know. I don't vote in these things, so I mean, BAFTA. I think every week we have now, or I guess the actors tomorrow, and yeah, and then we'll have the Academy Awards, the last one. Another piece of film news this week is that an animated Venom movie is in the works. The writers of Final Destination Bloodlines are set to direct it, and Tom Hardy is involved in some capacity. I believe he's producing it. Maybe he'll come back and do the voice. That'd be great, actually. Great to see him.
Yeah, that'd
I
be amazing.
I think I was telling you, I love how Tom Hardy is just like so in love with doing Venom. Like he just loves doing
It's
it.
it's it's his now. Venom's
Yeah.
his. Yeah, Eddie's his now. No, I like hearing that the Final Destination guys, the Bloodlines guys, are
Mm.
gonna direct. That sounds awesome.
Sony is because Venom is a Sony product, and they're going to use that Sony animation style.
I actually researched a little bit of like what the deal was with the Sony like Spumsy like universe like kind of thing
Hmm.
exclusively for Spider-Man. For example, with Venom, they can be a little bit more flexible with it. But I think the
Hmm.
one thing for me that was like really, really weird was that I mean, yeah, Peter Parker can't do like some things, like especially like if he's in high school, but he can't drink or do drugs. He can't have sex before I believe 18. And also, this is the one that like really, really bugged me, but like it's not in the comics or anything. I don't believe, I mean, I could be wrong, but he cannot be gay. That's some of the
Sure.
deals
Mm.
that they cut for using the Spider-Man property. And that's like it makes
Interesting.
you think differently about these deals that go on for
Yeah.
using these characters. None of those rules apply to if it's Spider-Man in the black suit because that's
Interesting.
evil Spider-Man.
Yeah. I didn't know any of that, so didn't know any of that. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's weird. It's weird to how contract negotiations work, and that's
Yeah,
part of the contract.
none of us would know any of that either unless that hack did not happen and we
Hmm.
learned about a few things
Hmm.
about Amy
Yeah,
Pascal.
exactly. A new Venom movie is in the works. We'll see what comes to fruition. Another piece of news this week is that Winona Ryder has joined Wednesday season three, reuniting with Jenna Ortega and Tim Burton, all in Beetlejuice. Beetlejuice. Jenna Ortega and Winona Ryder have great chemistry, so I love it. I think I said Ryder there instead of Ryder, but it's okay.
Ryder. Winona
Ryder.
Ryder. This
Which I think
comforts
they're filming
me.
now. They're filming now, I think, in Ireland.
This is comforting news, very comforting, especially in the wake of losing Catherine O'Hara. I feel
Hmm.
like this is going to be just what both of them need right now,
Hmm. Yeah.
especially. I mean, I'm sure that what is it, the studio cast is probably going to need some comfort as well, during
Hmm.
these times. I mean, these projects are both going on regardless of what the news is or what happened. But this is awesome. I'm excited. I hope she gets treated a lot better than she did on the Stranger Things
She will.
set.
I think she will. Also a Netflix property, but
Yeah.
Wednesday's a hit for Netflix, so great to see Jenna and Winona back together. They
Jenna's
love each
always
other.
winning. That's all I'm gonna say.
Jenna is always winning. Our next piece of news this week is that K-pop Demon Hunters is coming to the Criterion Collection, along with Guillermo del Toro's Frankenstein. The Frankenstein one is not surprising,
Nah.
but the K-pop Demon Hunters one, okay,
Yeah. Hell
okay,
yeah. We just sealed the Hanmu, just fucking
hell
putting
yeah.
K-pop Demon Hunters in the Criterion Collection. I didn't want our listeners to have to listen to me about like the significance of this, so I told Pat that I was gonna ask him. I was like, "All right, Mr. Physical Media Guy, tell us about the significance of like this film entering the Criterion Collection, and also what's your favorite song? Like, what element of the film like holds meaning in your heart, kind of thing. Just kind of flipping the questions around."
Flipping it on me. I see. I see. I will first say the Criterion Collection, I love it, but it is not the be all end all of cinema. It is not this like, I think people get confused when they think of Criterion. Criterion is just a label, it's just a company that distributes films physically on their own. They don't make anything. All they're doing is restoring films or taking films from another company and releasing them physically on physical media. Now, seeing films like these films are both Netflix properties being released physically is a great thing for physical media. Now, I know when this was announced, some people had, I guess, a problem with it, saying, like, what are we doing here? What's the point of this? I don't think people also realize that K-pop Demon Hunters is a cultural phenomenon. It is an important film because of that reason.
Yeah.
And Criterion buying and being able to distribute this will help them also, because this is probably going to sell fast, will help them fund those smaller releases that are in like Scorsese's World Cinema Project for them to restore and be able to put those out. So they need to buy films like this to be able to put out because it's not like they're buying a Netflix movie that's like not considered like this movie is nominated for Academy Award. It's going to win Academy Awards. It's not like it's
Mm-hmm.
some movie that was released 7 years ago that no one even remembers and like that was a Netflix movie. I don't even remember that. It's an important film. People love this film, and I think some people need to just get off their high horse about what can be a Criterion film. Criterion can do whatever they want. Armageddon and The Rock are in the Criterion collection, but they're just not released on Blu-ray, so people don't remember that they are. But they're in
Mm-hmm.
there. That was my rant on Criterion. We're not going to talk about my favorite score from this. I mean, I love Golden, but I think the ending of the film is what really sells it when they all come back
Mm.
and they're fighting the demons. But I think I just want to say that it's important for Criterion to be putting films like this in their collection. If people consider Criterion like this be all end all cinema, like you can, but it's important to have films like this that are popular in this collection because popular films are important as well. Like it's not just a forgotten film that's from like Norway that people forgot that came out in the 60s that was found in someone's closet. Yeah, that's awesome that people find that. But also, it's also important to have films that come out globally that are huge and Netflix is willing to give Criterion this release to put out physically. I think it's great. I think it's great.
First of all, I love everything that you just said. I mean, obviously, I think it's important to hear from a guy like you that talks a lot about classic cinema and the value of going back to appreciate what's happening now. And also that I feel like who you are is showing like guys like all over that it is okay to engage with a sensitive part of like a cinema, and this is how you do that this year. And we're like in 2025, like I know a lot of people, we both know the same people like that
Mm.
we're talking about that have their nose up in their air and don't engage with like something that is like acclaimed like by a larger audience than them. It's like, oh, that movie's on Netflix. Like, no, I'm gonna go to my independent theater and like watch this. And like, it's okay for things to have a universal story, and it's okay for things to be beloved, and you can enjoy them too. Like, you're not
Hmm.
cooler than anybody because you don't enjoy it or don't engage
Yeah.
with it. I kind of like how our show is maturing. That's all I've heard like this entire recording is that we're not afraid to like tell those people like maybe you're the problem.
Yeah.
Maybe you're the problem,
Hmm.
and like I agree with what you're saying. This coming into Criterion Collection is important because that means that more physical media releases will happen just from this film. That's gonna sell
Hmm.
out every single drop. Every single drop.
Hmm.
They're gonna make double this the next time, and that's gonna like it's just going to keep creating opportunities for more physical media. And guys, isn't that what we want?
Yeah.
Or do we just want
Hmm.
to be fucking like shopping in thrift stores for this shit and finding like the scratchy version of Titanic? More physical media in stores, and this is how we get there.
Hmm.
Sorry,
Yeah,
that's my rant.
exactly. I think we both nailed it right on the head. And there's going to be people that turn their noses up to this. And to them, I say, if you don't have this in the collection, the film that you want in the collection probably won't be there. Now, I will say, though, if they still have a deal with Netflix, where in the living hell is the Ballad of Buster Scruggs? I need that damn
With Neville
physical media.
Longbottom, not Neville Longbottom, Dudley Dursley. My
Dudley
bad.
Dursley.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. With
And
Dudley
Fincher's the Killer.
Dursley.
Maybe one day we will see those. I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's good to see it because it shows that Netflix is still willing to put their movies out. It's
And
Criterion.
you know what? Let's just go ahead and beat everyone to the punch with like what they feel about this. Like, let me think about a tweet. Criterion is putting out K-pop Demon Hunters. What's next? The Kissing Booth? Yeah, bitch. So what? Wait, that's the
Yeah.
best you got?
I think that's the thing too. It's like,
The
no, that's not
Kissing
going to
Booth?
happen. It's like to me, it's like I would respond to that like, no, you're missing the point here. Like, but that's how people think, and yeah, like
Yeah, exactly.
it's just
Exactly.
like they don't, yeah,
Because
it's
K-pop Demon Hunters and the Kissing Booth are the same thing.
yeah, same thing, same thing. Frankenstein, Jacob Elordi, Kissing Booth, Jacob Elordi. We got to get that connection.
Okay, okay, we'll behave. We'll behave.
So the next piece of news this week is that Lily Collins has been cast as Audrey Hepburn in a film about the making of Breakfast at Tiffany's. I assume this is going to be just they're filming the set and then filming the movie. Lily Collins has been rumored to play Audrey Hepburn for a long, long time. Rooney Mara was actually supposed to be in a movie with Luca Guadagnino a few years ago, and like it never came to fruition about just Audrey Hepburn's
Interesting.
life. Yeah, I mean Lily Collins has been typecasted for a long time. They have the same like facial structure, I would say. Breakfast at Tiffany's is Audrey's most famous look, so doesn't surprise me. I'm surprised there actually hasn't been an Audrey Hepburn film before. There actually might have been, I don't know, maybe like a TV movie or something, but yeah, Lily Collins is going to be playing Audrey Hepburn.
I like it. I'm interested. Do you know who's directing?
Don't actually. I just let me see. I will say I'm interested to see how they handle Mickey Rooney's character during this.
Mm-hmm. Very
Uh,
interesting. I guess with no announcement of a director yet, with the selection of Lily Collins playing Audrey, and what the film is about the making of Breakfast at Tiffany's, who would you put in that director's seat?
I guess it just depends on what vibe they're going for. If they're going
Mm,
for like a
like a comedy?
Like a Steve Jobs kind of like fast paced, like things like or like a studio like fast paced, like we're
Yeah,
making a movie on set, or if they're going for more of like an old Hollywood feel. I guess it just depends on what the tone is. Off the top of my head, I don't know who I would choose.
yeah. It's
Um,
kind of hard, right?
mhm.
A little
Yeah,
hard.
it's hard because again, like this is still in development, so you don't know if this is even gonna come to fruition. And
Yeah,
I think I'm more interested to see how they handle who's playing Mickey Rooney and how they're gonna
yeah.
if they gloss over that or because it's pretty well known that like spoiler alert, Mickey Rooney plays a racist character in that, and it has not aged well. And I'm just curious to see how they handle that because you're gonna have to handle that.
Maybe there's a story behind it.
So another piece of news this week is that Scary Movie 6 will include parodies of the following films. Sinners, Weapons, A Quiet Place, Terrifier and Terrifier 3, Longlegs, The Substance, Smile, and Heart Eyes.
Sydney, the TV is leaking.
TV is leaking.
I'm excited. I mean, we've known about this one coming out for a long time. It seems like no demographic is safe. Let's just say that.
Hmm.
Let's just say no side is safe, no gender is safe, no age demographic is safe. This is like these movies did so well in the early 2000s because they made fun of all of us and about a lot of the things that we take very seriously. In times of a nation being under stress, the way we deal with that, Mr. Classic Cinema Guy, is with comedy and humor.
Hmm. I honestly think it'd be an honor for my film being part of the scary movie. Like it be mentioned
Right?
in there. I feel like it'd be an honor.
Right?
I'd be like, hell yeah. That means I did something right, right? I did
Yeah,
something right.
yeah. Especially if yeah, if your film is getting spoofed or parodied, you did something right. That's why Scary Movie was
Yeah.
so iconic. That's how iconic Scream was. It was just
Yeah.
like, oh, we gotta get in on this fun.
I think it'd be an honor, honestly. It's an honor. So another piece of news this week is that Terrifier 4 is hoping to start pre-production this spring. So it's officially happening. Damien Leone's coming back. I assume the cast is going to be coming back. So excited? Thoughts?
I have a lot of extra knowledge about Terrifier franchise. You know that. This is supposed to be the ending of the Art the Clown and Sienna storyline.
Hmm.
We're supposed to finally get a explanation to why Art is the way that he is, kind of like a character origin thing. He has a lot that he has to pull off in this film, so I would expect for it to have the same amount of runtime as people complained about with 3.
Hmm.
2 and 3 actually, they're both pretty lengthy. They don't hold back. Like if you know about Terrifier, you know what you're going in for. I'm excited. I mean, it's just like that other film that has continued on and on and on and on and on with not having a tie the knot like end the story kind of thing. It
Hmm.
sounds like Damien Leone is wanting to do that with Terrifier 4. And those kinds of films are big swing. It's up to the audience whether or not they're okay with the ending or not. So
Hmm.
I'm interested for everybody. I will say that I don't know if I want to know why Art is the way he is. I'd rather just like
Hmm.
not and like Art because he's a crazy son of a bitch.
And sometimes that makes the story better. You don't know why he did that. Just that's just who he is. That's just who he
Yeah,
is.
yeah.
So another piece of news this week is that Park Chan-wook will serve as the president of the jury for the Cannes Film Festival this year. It's great to see someone giving him some recognition and not the Academy Awards just doesn't like him. It's great to see Cannes. being like, "Hey, you should be our president." I love it. I love his films.
I like it too. We had that conversation this week about like, sometimes people just don't like you, and that's okay. And like that's like a
Yeah.
big part of growing
Sometimes people
up.
just
It's
don't like
like
you.
Park Chan-wook is like a great inspiration for like keeping that kind of energy. Because look at him, he's at Cannes, and I mean, who knows? Maybe one day Venice will, let him run a fest as well. I love that he watched Hamnet and was like, "Hey, this film kind of healed me. I think it's time to make
Mhm.
something again." I was like, "Oh
Yeah.
shit! Oh no, what has he got in store for us?" I just think his vibe is really inspiring me, like right now, to like just like not give a fuck about like who likes me or who doesn't.
hmm Yeah, I think his vibe fits Cannes as well. Like his vibe fits those film festivals as well. And yeah,
Yeah.
like I said, it's yeah, who gives a shit? Like who that doesn't like you, who cares? Some people just aren't gonna like you, and that's just how life
Yeah.
is. You
Park
know.
Chan-wook is our mood board right now.
So the final piece of news this week is a big one. It's a big one,
Yeah.
and
Save
it
the
is
best for
that
last.
Paramount is now officially set to acquire Warner Brothers. Last week, Paramount came to Warner Brothers with a new offer that was better than Netflix's that Warner Brothers deemed. They offered to buy the studio at $31 a share, and Warner Brothers then gave Netflix 4 days to come up with a counteroffer. And within 2 hours, Netflix said no. Paramount officially won the right to buy Warner Brothers. This is the big thing. Paramount had to pay, I think, Netflix over $2 billion for them to essentially back out of the deal. So there's already $2 billion there. Now, there was some leaked audio this week from David Zaslav that said
Mm.
it would so take about 6 to 12 months to even go through. And even if it doesn't go through, we still get $7 billion no matter what. So do with that information what you will. Maybe this is a play by Warner Brothers. I don't know. You didn't hear that from me. I'm not coming to conclusions. I just am saying that could happen. It's not great for anything happening when you have multiple studios coming together into one that is going to be controlling all of the media that comes out of there. And it's not great for Hollywood going forward. Again, it's not a finalized deal. It's just that they won the right to buy the deal, but now it has to go through Congress and everything, congressional approval, because they're massive corporations. And we'll see how long this takes, but it's not great, is what I'll say. It's not great. So that brings us to our trivia of the week. And last week's trivia question, I said, what was the very first film to enter the Criterion Collection by spine number? And it wasn't by Laserdisc. I know people would say that's not technically Laserdisc, technically, or so I'm going by DVD spine number one.
Divid.
And the hint I gave, it was released in 1937. That probably didn't help anyone, but it was released. But the answer is Grand Illusion. That is the very first number one spine number. There's only a DVD of it. I believe it is out of print, and there is no Blu-ray of that. There's no Blu-ray of spine number one at all in the
Damn.
Criterion Collection.
I wonder if anyone did get it. They were like, "Oh yeah, Great Illusion."
So that brings us to this week's trivia question. And Martin Scorsese has only won one Academy Award. And what film was that for? He only has one Academy Award. I think people think he has a lot, but he only has one. And the hint, it's a pretty big hint, but it won Best Picture of the Year. There's your trivia question. Went a little softer this week. Went a little softer, but hey, if you know it, you know it. It won Best Picture. So that brings us to our film score recs of the week. And Tony, what is your film score rec of the week?
I've been in a Disney mood lately, and I just remember ripping this movie on VHS over and over whenever I was little, because I just like it is very like there are a lot of terror elements in it. Like it's literally like the end of the world for like
Mm-hmm.
dinosaurs. But I have Epilogue from Dinosaur by James Newton Howard. I just think that this is an amazing score to put on in the morning or while
Mm-hmm.
you're working out. It has all the elements of like a Steven Spielberg film or kind of in that world of like adventure. It just makes me happy. What's your film
Mm-hmm.
rec?
That's a great rec. I always listen to the Egg Travels song a lot. I listen to
Yeah,
that.
I love that whole sequence.
Well, speaking of, I went with another a Disney release as well, and that is
Whoa.
Underwater March by Klaus Badelt. I hope I said his last name right. From the first Pirates of the Caribbean, The Curse of the Black Pearl, when they're walking under the water, and
Oh
that
hell
kicks in.
yeah.
I
Oh,
always
you're
used to listen to
Disney
that.
vibes today. I
I
love
used
it.
to always listen to that like 20-second part of that song. Like I would rewind it and keep listening
I
to that
love
part.
it. No, the
Um,
I mean I think one of our friends had like a episode release. We talked about Pirates of the Caribbean. I talked about one of the scenes. I was like, hell yeah, I want to watch Pirates of the Caribbean again.
The film rips. I love that score, and a lot of people think it's Hans Zimmer. I think Klaus was a protege of Hans Zimmer, but Hans Zimmer didn't do the first one. He didn't do the iconic score.
He did
So,
not, and everybody does
uh,
think he
no.
did.
So that brings us to our recommendation of the week, our film recommendation of the week. Tony, what is your film recommendation this week?
In honor of it being award season, I wanted to recommend a film for our listeners who are looking for something to put on the weekends or just during the evenings. I have been kind of looking at my personal physical media collection and thinking about, well, what film would I be really interested in showing somebody and like getting their reaction, like literally watching them watching the movie, like if they hadn't seen it before. So I went with last year's Best Picture, Best Actress, Best Editing, Best Supporting Actor, Best Director, and Best Original Screenplay at the 97th Academy Awards. Sean Baker's Anora. That is my film recommendation. I think that there's something very special in that film for anybody that is checking it out. It is one of my favorites from 2024. It's been a while already, jeez, from 2024. And I don't want to spoil any of the film, but I grew up after watching that film and realizing that sometimes movies can have something to say without it feeling good. Like
Mm-hmm.
sometimes things can sting. I guess is basically what I was gonna say. Like something can
Mm-hmm.
really sting and hit you hard, and still be a good movie. On that note, what is your film recommendation?
Great rec, Mikey Madison.
Well, thank
Mikey
you.
Madison,
Well,
Academy
thank you.
Award winner, Mikey
I just said she was.
Madison. My film rec, since we talked about Soderbergh earlier, is Steven Soderbergh's The Informant. Came out in 2009, starring Matt Damon. I think I might be the only one that like really likes this movie a lot. I think Matt Damon gives a great performance in this, and it's not even like a legal thriller. It's like a comedy, like legal thriller. Like it's just ridiculous. Based on a true story.
Interesting.
He like works with like the FBI to bring his like own company down. But then there's more things that happen that I won't give away. But I think it's a great film. I think it's a great film. I have it on 4K.
Interesting.
It came out on 4K recently in the last year. I think it's great.
Anybody else in the cast that I know?
Joel McHale is also in it. Scott
Really
Bakula is in it, and Melanie Linsky is also in it. Plays his wife. Plays his wife. So yeah,
interesting.
it's a. I think it's underrated. I don't know. I think I really like it a lot. To some
It's
people,
great.
yeah.
I want to check it
So
out.
go check out The Informant with Matt Damon, directed by Steven Soderbergh. So before we wrap up the episode, we noticed that our commentary podcast is now an Apple Podcasts top TV and film interviews most popular podcast. It was a great feeling seeing that. I like texted you and was like, "Holy shit, what is this?" So I guess we just want to thank everyone that's been listening. It's an incredible feeling to see that, and we wouldn't be there without you. So thank you very, very much. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. I'm super proud of you. Just like that's first and foremost. Just super proud of you. This is only the beginning. So just
Mm-hmm.
hang on. It's all coming. It's instead of train dreams, it's commentary dreams. Love
Mm-hmm.
it.
The commentary dreams. I love it. I love it too. I love it too.
Yeah.
So with that, that's the end of this episode. Just want to thank you all once again for listening and continuing to listen. And we'll have some great episodes coming the next couple weeks. I can't wait for you to hear them. They're going to be in your ears soon. They're going to be in your ears soon. And Tony, hey, go watch a fucking movie.
Hey, Pat. It feels so amazing to be in the space to have this opinion on film, our favorite thing, somewhere we're able to stand by that opinion and voice it and be proud of it and hang out with one of my favorite people ever. And on that note, hey, go watch a fucking movie.
This podcast is hosted and edited by Pat Brennan. That's me, with intro and closing music by Patrick Baxter.